I think these are like homemade chips. These are good. This week was long, but a lot went on this week. How are you guys? Thought about going to the Apollo Theater to check out a comedy show, but not yet. I want to postpone that. I have several things I want to talk about. So, Sharonda, I have several things I want to talk about, but I figure I'm just going to chit chat with you guys just for a little while here, and then I'll save those topics for this weekend. How are you? How was the new job? I really have an appetite. Tear it up. Need some water. Never go wrong with Mexican. First time ordering steak from her. So, hope it's good. I've eaten here before, but never had their steak. I've had their like steak quesadillas, but no, this is just like me checking in, just like saying hello. Nothing in particular. I do have some things I do want to talk about though. One is inspired by something that happened in my workplace, at the hospital. Well, I'm going to save that topic for later. Two things I want to talk about. Another one inspired by a comment that this guy left. He left this comment. He left this comment on my post. about why intelligent women stay single longer. So I was gonna make a video about that. And then like the incident that happened at my workplace just made me think about like the black culture and like the high prevalence of violence within our culture. So what kind of drink they got? That shit is different. That's different. Is that a margarita with what kind of drink on top of it? Which I already addressed it. I already addressed that topic before though. About dating up, right? And obviously that could limit my dating pool and choosing to date up. Just having a preference to date men of my status or higher status than I am. So I made a whole separate video on that, but I wanted to address this guy's comment though, because he left a comment saying with that a link to like a video. Thank you. Can I get a glass of water? He left a comment with a link to a YouTube video entitled that, right? I haven't done a live on those, but I am gonna come back and do it. I couldn't do it here, but I want to really get deep into it. From so I'll just check in with you guys real quick. I may not stay long, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point, right? But I wanted to argue against the point. I wanted to also like confirm the point, but argue against it because it's not entirely true. I watched some of the video, not much of it, but I watched some of the video. And I think there's like an underlying assumption that intelligent women, right? We also want to date like, of course we want to date intelligent men, right? So people that we can relate to. But it doesn't necessarily mean that a person have to have like a degree. So a lot of guys, a lot of people I think in general, it just kind of like goes right over their head. Well, it's a restaurant, so yeah, it's gonna be one. But it kind of like goes over their head to assume like just because a woman has a PhD or a certain type of credential, right, that she's looking for like her match in that area, but not necessarily, because I've dated men who I ain't gonna say none, but a good number of men that I've dated, most of them didn't have like higher education necessarily. I've dated men who are doctors though, but I wouldn't say that's a criteria of mine, like, oh, he has to have like a certain degree. No, I wouldn't say that. But he has to be relatable. Like, we have to be able to like vibe on a certain level, and not feel intimidated by my degree, my success. And oftentimes that is the issue. So it makes sense why then a woman will weed out certain guys and say, all right, well, I'm only gonna like date a certain type of guy, right? Because you know they've learned through trial and error that men do feel a certain kind of way. I've even said this, I made this observation about myself that I know many years ago, not that I haven't always had like insight and a certain degree of intellect, right? I've always had that. That's just my personality. But of course, like with experience, with experience comes wisdom. And so I know, like many years ago, I was a different person. I showed up in the world different. I interacted differently with men. So that does matter. like you live and you learn, and through those experiences, you are more cautious. You just use your common sense, right? So I say this to say, I often say, I know too much, right? Having this awareness makes you more cautious, and you don't be with that bullshit. I don't know if you saw my other video that I made on that guy that I was talking to on his dating site, and I had Google searched his name and found like a whole bunch of news articles written about him relating to a crime that he recently committed, like back in November of last year. Now, let's say rewind and get back to my 20s, shit, I probably would have took the risk. Said, oh well, right? Early 20s, I'll say early 20s, late teens. I probably would have like, you know, because I can be a little risque, you know. Probably been like, But nah. Even like at this point, that wasn't necessarily a deal breaker, it's how he went about it. So I think that's what guys mean when they talk about women who have PhDs, so to speak, right? Or like just women who got fucking common sense, like women who have a brain. And even older women who are mature, a lot of guys look at that as a turnoff because you got a goddamn brain, right? And they can't easily manipulate you. That's what the real deal is. You're not easily manipulated or molded or shaped or, you know. A lot of men, you know, they like to groom women to fit what they want a woman to be, right? And so I wouldn't say that I am like, let's say women of a certain stature aren't like we're immune to being able to be manipulated or groomed. Of course, I think any woman can be a certain way, but it takes a certain degree of skill to do that. But I think a lot of these men, they just don't have the patience or intellect or experience. You know, they get challenged basically by women who are very savvy, you know. And that's what I've seen, they just lose patience, right? I'm like, damn, you give up quick. They give up easily. It's just like, damn, that's it? Right? Or I lose interest. It go either way. Like, I lose interest and I'm just like, they can't tango with me in that way. Right? There's no tango. So I think I said this before, I think it was easier for me to like fall in love when I was younger because you're just naive, and not only are you naive, but you are more open to like new experiences. You just like want to explore, you're willing to take the risk because even if it can be risky, right? Most likely it's not going to kill you, right? And you learn from it. And a lot of times young people, they need that. They want to learn. They want to explore. They want to be adventurous and be daredevils and, you know. And that's where we get all these experiences from. Like, so when we reach like our 30s, we're like, nah, no. You're like, nah. Nah. Try that with somebody else. That shit does not work. I'm so hungry. So, yeah, like I like to challenge guys. You know, and a lot of guys don't like that. They don't like the challenge. They say, oh, they like a challenge, right? So they really meet a person that can really challenge them, and they're like, oh. So anything that makes them feel less of a man or it threatens their sense of masculinity or dominance, especially if they're insecure, I be kind of playing upon men's insecurities, you know. It's just like, come on. Either you acknowledge your own insecurities and you grow from them, or you're going to keep repeating the same cycle. But let's not act like it doesn't exist. I see your insecurity exists and it comes up. You know, that's how we grow. Anything I can dish out, I can take. So you're laughing. You know there's a delay, so but it's true. They ain't ready, they can't handle it, they not up. And I show them themselves. That's what it is. And when you show a person like who they are, you just kind of reflect back to that person who they are. Holding up a mirror, like it can be scary to them. Like whoa, you can feel uncomfortable. So like I like guys who are more higher self-actualized, right? They have a higher degree of self-actualization, self-awareness, and understanding, insight. You know. And those guys, you know, like that's the kind of guy I can deal with. Like, what do you expect? I have guys often say, "Oh, you're trying to psychoanalyze me." And initially, they be excited about it, like, "Oh, you're a psychologist. You wanna?" It's like, "Oh, can you read me? Can you tell me what's wrong with me?" Right? They be excited about it, and then it's just like, okay, as the relationship develops, it's like, they don't like it, right? It's not that I do it intentionally, but it's just like, this is, for me, it's a way of life. Yeah, it's a profession, but it's just a way of life. It's a way of thinking, you know, about things in life. It's a way of interacting with people. So, that's why I'm so good at it, I think. Because I don't just limit it to like, oh, I'm this way just like working with clients. I'm just way just in general. And I've gotten so comfortable being single. So I think it comes off like guys, pick up on that. They're like, oh. So yeah, it's gonna take a special kind of man to woo me, I think. But I definitely like I don't ever feel like I give up on finding my compatibility partner. I haven't even started drinking yet. I'm looking at my drink. I'm waiting on the freaking straw. I ain't getting no tip from me. It's just like you gotta ask for a straw. Come on, what's up? What's up? You give a person a drink. Give them a straw. I'm just saying though. Napkins, like, come on. But I know, Sharonda, you say you've been single for a while, right? So what is that like for you? Tip top too. This thing is expensive. Alright, can I get some napkins and another straw? I'm ready to dig into this. I'm really ready to dig into that steak I ordered. Hope it's good. Thank you. Yeah, I've talked about this like many times, so guys be nervous. Their insecurities be screeching. Hey. But I feel like, you want a person that kind of helps you grow, right? It's not a bad thing. They drinks be having me lit. I can give them that. That's why I keep coming back here. They got good food. They drinks, I be having me lit. Real. For the most part, I'm speaking with a few gentlemen. I know that's right, girl. We just dating one. You gotta keep your options open for real. speaking with a few gentlemen. Sweetheart, just texted as we speak. But being single feels so wonderful. Yes. I like to ask myself, like, listen, do I really want to date somebody? Do I really want to, like, live with somebody again? I don't know. Should be played out. I'm so comfortable in my own space. I think I might get annoyed. Hey, I really gotta, like, really like him. That's the thing. He gotta be fine. Fine. You gotta be fine. You gotta be flawless. That way, when I get kind of like balances out, you know. It's like, okay, I might be mad at you, but damn, you fine as shit, you know. Damn, I might be mad at you, but you be letting that shit down. It's the freedom that only the right man would make me want to give up. Okay. Ooh. Right. But you know that it's going to come at a sacrifice, your peace, right? You're going to sacrifice. It's a lot of sacrifices when you're with someone in a relationship. That peace that you created for yourself, being single, you have that homeostasis going, right? You have that balance, that equilibrium. And when you're in a relationship with a new person, it kind of offsets it a bit, right? It disrupts that balance that you have. You got to then find a new balance. You find a new way to be at a state of homeostasis when you date someone new, right? When you involve a new person in your life. And so that, yeah. And it can be kind of stressful, right? Like this relationships, period. It's going to come with some stress and challenges. And it's just like, they gotta be worth it though. Like, is it worth it? A lot of times, you look at what these guys bring to the table, they ain't really bringing shit. Right? Some don't even bring fucking good dick. I'm like, at least it'd be different if they brought something fucking good dick. I ain't even bringing that. It has to be all the right components displayed consistently. Guys don't get that, like the consistency. That's important. Not that you're gonna be the same way all the time, but at least maintain communication. And I be telling guys, right? Some guys didn't know the shit out of them. That I tell them, listen, I'm not that girl that's gonna be chasing you. Like, oh, just because, you know, you don't call. I'm not going to be calling you and following you. Like, I'm not going to do that. Hell no. I'm going to go and live my life. That's what I've been doing. So if you're interested, then show that, you know, and I'm going to match your interest. I'm going to reciprocate. Guys be wanting you to, like, chase them. Be like, baby, where are you? Why you didn't call me? It's like, how can you expect that in the beginning phase? Like, I don't even know you, and you want me to be like all over head over heels about you? Hell no. Now, if we've already established something, we've been talking for a while, you might get that out of me. Because we've already built something, we already have that connection. And then there's an attachment that has been established. But that, to establish an attachment, that's going to take like consistency, like you said, consistency of communication. And just his actions, you know, need to be consistent. And then I might start catching feelings, right? And then when I don't hear from you, I don't know, like over 8 hours, I might be like, hey. Yeah, but Nah, we didn't even establish that yet. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Enjoy the meal.
Thank you. So, right, they want you to fall apart about it. Like, no, I don't have. Like I said, knew I wanted this shit well done. That's so. So, now I ain't falling apart over name, motherfucker. I ain't doing that shit. They probably don't have A1 sauce. Let's see what this steak hitting for. Let's see what the steak hitting for. No, I didn't show y'all what it looks like. It's pretty. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay. That's what they be wanting, Surround. They want you to fall apart for them. Okay. And then when you don't, then they don't feel valued. And so another woman comes along and then she does that, what you don't do. And it makes them feel special. Like, oh, well, she does this. You weren't willing to call me every fucking hour and send me text messages. They would be wanting good morning text. It's like men have taken the more submissive role now. I'm like, damn. It's supposed to be the other way around, you know? I don't devote that much energy to it. For me, it's just draining. I don't devote that much energy to it. I'm like, alright, I got other shit to focus on, things that I have more control over. Do you think they grow more attached? Well, I haven't seen that. I think when it's the right person, that person then is going to become the pursuer. So like as you kind of distance yourself or just be in your own world, then that's when they start to become more attached to you. I think if they really like you. When you're aloof, right. Right. When they really like me. That's how I know when a guy like really is head over heels about me, because I know that. I've been there before many a times. Some of these guys so easily distracted and they be trying to play hard. It's like they feel that way towards you, but they don't want to be vulnerable because they've been hurt before. And they'll tell me, like, I've had guys tell me like they've been hurt. You know. And they're still trying to get over the hurt. So I ain't got nothing to do with that. Right, when they really do like you. Right, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh yeah, this shit right here. It's good though. It must know how I like my shit. But again, I feel like, listen, for the right guy, I will do that. They gotta be right. It's just, it's not the right connection. I know when it's right. When it's the right one. I want me some A1 sauce. I don't know if they have it here. They got some A1 sauce. Oh yeah, it's good. Seasoned right. Straight, it hit the spot. This is exactly what I needed because I was hungry. It didn't take that long either. these men be wanting women that they can like mold and boss around and abuse. That's what they really do. I'm like, hell no, I've been there and done that shit. So my fucking guard is all the way up on 10. And they see, like, subconsciously, they see that they can't, like, I'm not that woman that's gonna allow them, can't get over. I ain't gonna give it that space, I ain't get the opportunity to get over. So, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I get it. I want everyone to have their own spots. No staying over more than 3 days and build from there. You let God spend the night? Sharonda, you turn, girl. You say you be like God spend the night? Hell no, I ain't did that shit yet. I can't do that. Now, I'll stay the night at a guy house, but you motherfucker ain't come to my shit. Yeah. I had Drew get mad at me because I'm like, he wanted to spend the night because like he worked in Manhattan. I live in Manhattan. But he lived in Brooklyn, right? Way far out there in Brooklyn. So he was like, I can stay the night at your house and then get up and go to work. I'm like, no, you cannot. You can't stay the night over here. It was good. Yeah, you guys have any A1 sauce?
No.
Oh, no, it's not Mexican. I know. I like that. The A1 sauce is American restaurant. This is Mexican. I figured it out. Okay, not lately, but so how did it go? How did it go when like you like do the stay night at your place? Niggas be getting too comfortable though. You're too comfortable, right? You say 3 days, so you gotta do stay 3 days? You nicer than me. I'm not that nice. But you know what? Part of me is like, I thought about this the other day too. I'm like, damn, maybe I should like loosen up a little bit. Maybe I should turn the fuck up, Maybe I should let my inner beast just get released. Just release the inner beast, right? I thought about that. Then it was like a quick fleeting thought. I'm like, hell no, that motherfucking inner beast. Hell no. And like invite guys over to my place and shit and kick it. You know, you can have its advantages. It's not all bad, but my mind automatically goes to like the negative. What could go wrong with that situation? And then I just don't want nobody to know where I live. That's another thing. So, well, yeah. And my rule is this. It's not that I won't invite a guy to my place. Like I'm completely 100% shut down to the idea. I will. But under the condition that I've been to his place first. Several times. I have to get access. I may need the key to his place. Then he can probably get different collateral. Like, okay, I got the key to his place. Then, all right. Then, he can come through. But at that point, like, we really gotta be like, really deep into it. For real. But it's very free, just like dating who you want to date, talking to a few guys at the same time, you know. They ain't gotta know about each other, you know. And then making a decision from there, seeing how it works out from there, seeing, you know, like want to continue talking to both of them, or you end up picking one, you know, who you want to devote more time and attention to. But to be really like invested and give like all your time and attention to a motherfucker, I would warn women against that shit. Unless you know, like unless y'all at that point, right? Like you gotta be at that point where you know for sure, like, okay, yeah, it's reciprocated, it's mutual. You can tell that feeling, like a guy is like really head over heels and like he's thinking about you all day, all night, kind of thing. And you the only one in his mind, you know. But other than that, fuck that. I be shaking my head at women who just like, they be going crazy over it. You going crazy over a man, he's not even that crazy over your ass. I forget, what did I entitle this video? Did I entitle it, It's Been a Long Week? I guess so. They were right about this. This is the guy straight. See why they call it skirt steak. But for real. Can't be going crazy over these motherfuckers like that. I mean, be losing sleep. They be losing sleep over these motherfuckers. Hell nah. Hell.
How's everything going?
It's good. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Relationships can be corny though. I don't know. I think I'm past that corny shit. Corny phase. Like at this point, the purpose of a relationship for me is to really seriously build, you know. Well, I got that minded. First of all, they ain't even got the resources to build like I'm thinking about building. They're not there. And they're just not, they don't have that level of like political consciousness and awareness. To go there. You feel me? Wait, Alaska is on Pacific Standard Time? I don't know what kind of drink that she got. She looks different. What, those bottles turned upside down in it. Is that a martini? I like grilled steak. I'm probably gonna eat all this right now though. Oh wow, y'all 4 hours behind. Alright. Y'all. That's not Pacific Standard Time. PST is 3 hours behind. So y'all on like mountain time or something. I don't know. You don't know. You know what the time zone is called, right? They said it was Mountain Time. It's not Pacific Standard Time. Now it'll be 4 hours behind us. PST is 3 hours. You just ask somebody, where you at, work? Then I think about like having kids. I'm like, damn, yo, I want to have some babies. And I thought about like, because there's other routes right doing that. So I like did some research and I came across the IVF process. Then I came across single mothers by choice. That's a whole nother thing too. And I was like, I kind of got excited about it. I was like, oh, okay. It's an option. Not too bad. It's a lot of women that's already doing it. Black women especially, right? But then I thought about it again. And I'm just like, hell no. No random motherfucking sperm up in me like that. Hell no. Can you imagine that shit? I think that shit is disgusting. They talk about it like it's just nothing, right? Like, oh, I did the fertilization. I inserted the. You're like, ooh, you insert a random motherfucker sperm in your goddamn vagina to get pregnant? Ew. Yep, they lying asses. I don't know. Now I'm gonna check when I log off from here. I'm gonna check to see what time zone you're in. I thought it would be the same as California. Because geographically, I was just, you would think, run along the same latitude, but then I think y'all further west, actually. Further west, so. It makes sense why you would do 4 hours.
We have the heat, honey. We have the heat. That's reservation part. Yeah, we have that room for this.
All you gotta do is to finish that drink. You'll warm up. Come on, they're cold. Finish that drink. That's gonna be cold no more. Right, California 3 hours behind us. They must be about to get some live music up in here. Too fast. Sharonda, when you coming back to the mainland over here? You way up there. When you coming back? Guy behind me with that mask on playing music. Guitar. Yep. I'm babysitting my drink right here. About to get this to go. I'm full now. Thought about this place. I was like leaving my workplace to the hospital, headed back. I'm like, I deserve to treat myself to something nice, as always. I was trying to decide what I wanted to eat. This weekend. That's the thing that I'm thinking, like being single for so long, it creates like this independent attitude about you. You really don't need a fucking man. You do, but you don't. You live so long without one, it's just like, damn, what do I need you for? So anyone that crosses your path is like, he has to be pretty fucking convincing. You gotta be better. You gotta be better than singlehood, right? Datinghood has. It can be more stressful. That's an easy decision right there. Just cut a motherfucker off. You like, nah, dog. You like to argue? Nah, I'm good. Nah, you insecure? Nah, I'm good. You know? It's easy. That's an easy decision right there. They make that shit too easy. You know how your life is when you ain't got that motherfucker around. See, they don't know how to do it, you know? I say that shit all the time. I'm like, nigga, y'all don't know how to do that shit. Only they did though. And to make it fun, make it exciting, relaxing, peaceful. A lot of them coming out of like bad relationships themselves, or they ain't got over their past hurts and shit. They got current fucking criminal offenses. You know. Yo, one dude, this motherfucker was strung out. He goddamn messaging me since I cut his ass off. This motherfucker keep messaging me, cursing me out. Fuck you, bitch. Da 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 da. He's like, I think something wrong with him though. He kind of something a little off about his ass. And I'm not replying back to any of these messages. Like, I think he got the picture now though. But I'm like, you got the right goddamn one. I will motherfucking get NYPD on your ass. Not hesitate. I don't want to. That's not like something I want to do, but come on now. You don't give me another choice but to do that. Harassing me and shit, you know? He can't control himself, and he got so mad. He got really mad at himself because he made a poor decision. For real now. Done. Oh yeah, this to go. Too lit though. I do feel that that shit. All I need is one guy. I don't need two. Like, I like coming here. I like the decorum of this place. It does make you feel like you're in Mexico. Like the colors and the artwork. Did I get another drink? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this to go and I'll take the check.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, the bees too. And then I'll take this to go too. That's okay. Thank you. Well, there's two of them. So, yeah. Nice chatting. You say you're not sure? Well, you stacking your paper right now. Like that's the phase I'm in right now. I'm like stacking my paper, and then I'm planning to travel. But like, listen, when I do go travel, yo, I'm gonna be all over the place, and I'm not waiting on anyone to travel with. I'm just gonna go by myself. I wouldn't mind going with someone, but you know, if you wait on other people, then you'll never go the places you want to go. So you gotta just go. I think I'm leaving just in time before it started to get turned up in here. Just in time. I like that they pack your food for you. Perfect. I love that. It's like, come on, I'm tipsy. You expect me to like hold the plate and like empty it out into the things to go by. It's just too much. It's too much. But it's a nice place though. It's over here in Harlem. I've actually been here before and I posted pictures of like the chicken cake, not the chicken, the steak quesadilla. And they have good service too. I think any Mexican restaurant, they cool as shit. They be cool. They're like us. They're like black people. Yup, got that paper. And then just go and travel. Like I like, I follow like different travel vloggers who document their travel experiences, and they take pictures and stuff like that and post it to the groups. And like for me, this is like really inspiring to me, just to see like the videos and the pictures and stuff like that. So you know, it gives me ideas for places that I can go to. Even like people where I work, you know, they talk about places they've been. Like even recently, well, of course, Jamaica is like the go-to spot, right? A lot of people go to Jamaica, and this lady I talked to said she went to Jamaica. She just got back, and she said that shit would turn up. She's like every day, like all day, they just party, y'all. She got tired of it. She's like, I was drained. All they do is just party. It's like, what do you expect? I mean, you're on vacation. You don't have to party with them necessarily. Like, you don't have, you can be in your room or wherever you're lodging at, but, you know, nothing wrong with partying and having a good time. It matters who you go with, too. You know, listen, it ain't no sense in spending $1,000 on a trip and you're not happy, right? That would be fucked up. Very good gratuity in here. I'm confused. They got gratuity and they kind of charge more gratuity. It's like, how much gratuity? they want? Oh, they got gratuity. Okay. They want gratuity again. Gratuity one. And then they got another tip suggestion for two. But, yeah. I love the smell of this. My purse smells so good because I got this oil. Where is it? Right here. Oh my gosh, yo. This shit right here. I got this from this vendor on 125th Street and it smells so good. I'm gonna go back and get some more. I could go like right now, but it's cold as shit out there, yo. It's like 18 degrees. So like when I went to work this morning, it was 13 degrees. And then around lunchtime, it was like 18 degrees. It's cold. So I don't think I want to walk this. I'm going to leave from here and head home. It's too motherfucking cold, but I do want to go back to that vendor. The vendor is like on 125th Street near the Popeyes. 125th Street in Harlem. And this thing, I don't know what this shit is called, but I know it's pink, so it's like the only pink fragrance there. And it's like, it smells so good. I'm just like, dang, I wish I got more of it. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna like re-up and get a whole bunch. Get a nice size.
Thank you.
I mean, like, they already charged me gratuity, so charge me gratuity, they want me to leave a tip. I'm confused. What's the gratuity? 38 degrees, so yeah, 38 degrees is like manageable, right? You know, you can handle that shit, but when you get 18, you like, ooh, you feel that shit in your fingers, your extremities, and you just like, damn, see, they already charged me $17 for the margarita, right? This was $17. $34 for the food. Come to $51. Sales tax is $4.53. That's $55.53. Right? With the two items and the tax. $55.53. Then 18% gratuity is already there. 19. Total $64.71. Then they have tip suggestions. That's why I'm like, what? Tip suggestions, 18%. So to tag on to the $64, they want you to do $11.65, which is $76.36. 20%. Yo, it's like gratuity is already included. What the hell? What the fuck? But they cool. I like coming here. They cool. Yeah, when it's in the 40s, I'd be very grateful here. When it's in the 40s, I'm like, that's good. But yeah, when it reach the teens, it's like, what the hell? But definitely gotta put on your gloves, y'all. You gotta put on those gloves, cause ooh, my little poor fingers, them things be going long and shit. is melting and everything. There's snow there. I know that shit get cold as hell there. It's really cold here. So I'm about to head out. I want to show you guys this though. Like I like the decor here. That's cute, right? Just really unique.
Thank you for coming, honey.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, this is like the guy that's performing. It's nice, right? That's a nice picture. Alright, oh, it's cold. It's cold. Alright, so I'm about to head out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm feeling good, y'all. Definitely. Alright. I think it actually snowed, like, was it yesterday? It snowed. It didn't snow that much. Alright, catch you guys later. It feels good out here. It feels great. Smooches.